Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are back with episode 2 of Imaizumin-chi wa Douyara gal no Tamariba ni Natteru Rashii. I'm sorry, I had to take a detour because one of my subs actually recommended me to watch Monmusu, which was Monster Girl Quest, and I did both episodes. If you guys haven't watched it yet, I suggest you watch it. Those are just basically my thoughts and opinions based on the show, animation, and rating, basically. And yeah, we're back on this, so without further ado, let's get right into this, right? For quick context, you guys remember in the first episode where the girls even made a promise to him that they would make a man out of him because his parents thought that he was a little bitch? Yeah. They made their wish come true because apparently at the beginning of this episode, you guys can see homie is actually putting in the work and the girls are actually encouraging him to, try to get fit, look more manly, because this man just radiates bitch. I don't know. Something about this character just seems soft. But, in the girls' eyes, they see him like a full hunk, six-pack abs and everything. And mind you, this little dude is skinny as a motherfucker, bruh. But anyways, the girls were just having a talk, and while one of them is actually on top of his back, I'm actually gonna show this episode because it's a quick clip. It's like a 48-second clip because the rest is just so erotic, it's crazy. And this is literally the beginning of the episode where we see Imaizumi's residence and they were all talking. So while they're talking, you see homeboy is doing push-ups. He did 3 reps, which is a lot considered his physique. And homie was literally struggling. Now mind you, I kind of understood why, because why would you be lying on top of homie knowing that you're very much heavy for him? And you can see homie literally sweating bullets. And then when he ended up making his last rep, he just ended up falling with the girl on top of him. And then he looks at her dead in the eye and tells her and asks her, "Don't you think 3 is enough for a reward?" And homegirl was mesmerized by just his looks. And homegirl was melting. She was incredibly soaked. She was ready to pounce on homie. However, they started making out. The other girl joined in, making it look like a whole triangular makeout session. And then while this was happening, the other girl shows up and sees the whole thing going down, and she's like, "Well, you guys don't play around, huh?" So anyways, as she's talking, and this is going on in real time, mind you, she's like, "Well, my dad gave us 3 tickets to a resort, a hot spring resort where they could relax and all of that." So they all agreed to go with, and then things got erotic from there. And I'm talking about to the point where while this happening, one of the maids, I wouldn't say maids, I would say like a housekeeper, or one of those staff that works in the spring resort that does the cleaning and stuff, or basically housekeeping, let's just go with that. She comes up, knocks on the door, hears a whole lot of moaning in the background, and when she opens the door, homie is drilling one of the girls, and then the other one says, "Just bring the food in," and all of that. Homegirl was shook. She was like, "What the f that I just walked into?" She was like shook. And then afterwards, they ended up going into the resort, to the hot springs, and they ended up doing it there again. And it went from like threesomes to like singular, and I'm not gonna lie, it was just damn steamy for my liking. And afterwards, they all decided to take turns with homie. I don't know how homie hasn't been like completely dried yet, because trust me, homie has a lot of stamina. I'll give him that. He has a lot of stamina, something not even the most fit dudes would be able to withstand. I mean, 1 alone is already a problem as it is, especially when you try to keep her on her toes. But 3 is insane. And mind you, this man doesn't take breaks. And then we get to see at one point all 3, well, I would say 2 of the 3 girls that's around him has that heart-shaped eyes on the pupils. Like you know the one. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You disgusting pigs. I'm just joking. But anyways, I am one of them, so I can't really talk. But yeah, you guys know the one, the heart-shaped eyes, or the extremely dim pupils. That's when when a character is either completely obsessed or completely gone. So anyways, it ended up in the last scene we basically see just more erotic scenes and all of that. And at the end of it, when he ended up having, the intercourse with Android 18 lookalike, he just knocked the fuck out. He finally said, you know what, like, I'm gonna have to sleep it off on this one. So she was like, I can't believe this guy. And then she ended up kissing him in the forehead, which was quite, wholesome. I think that last part was a good touch to add on. But anyways, that was just pretty much it of episode 2. This show made 6 episodes, and mind you, all of them actually got to grow up and never, like, how some shows they would like keep the characters the same age level, physique level to be the same in most of the episodes. No, you actually see that in the later episodes, these girls grown up, they got jobs and all of that. And I believe the only thing I didn't like is the fact that they make the main character Imaizumin remain the same. I didn't like it too much, but again, the animation is clean, so I can't really complain too much about it. But I think they could have given some character development for him as well, because the girls got a huge, literally and figuratively, physical, not just physical development, but also great mental development too, because they become more mature, they become more, subtle, and things ended up from there. But anyways, I'm gonna post part 3 soon, and as you guys know, tomorrow is my birthday, so I don't think I will be doing anything special, so to speak. I might probably celebrate it next week, because I have to go out to some friends and whatnot. So that's just the only update I got so far. But anyways, yeah, what do you guys think in the comments? Let me know in the comment section down below. What was your favorite part of this episode 2, and what was your least favorite? To be honest, my least favorite is overall on the show is the fact that they never gave him a character development, let alone his physique changing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe because I haven't seen the rest of the show. It's probably why I would say that. But if I do notice any changes, if you guys have seen it, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Do see that there are some changes. I'll definitely post the rest of the episodes, because this is a classic. And mind you, they haven't made a new episode in many years. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and have a good one, and peace out.